Hello guys, be welcome to Evening with Gelda program. Today I'd like to present you a young and talented poet. I'm talking about Aftab Tariq. Aftab Tariq is from Kapwara, Kashmir. Researcher and scholar at Kashmir University, UDC, net qualified set. He wrote many poems about nature, contemporary issues, etc. Many of his poems has been published in Kashmir newspapers, some in Bangladesh and many others on online platforms. And today he is here with us as our guest. Let's welcome him. Be welcome, poet. Aftab, tell us what poetry means for you.
Hello, good morning. I'm very much thankful to all of you that you have given me a chance to present my views, and I'm very much thankful you are going to have my intro over here. And okay, no doubt I will give you my intro that I am Aftab Tariq. I'm residing in Kashmir, Kupwara, the frontier district of Jammu and Kashmir. I have been writing poetry for many past years, and I have written, more than 50 or 70 poems. Most of my poems have got published in um, local newspapers as well as on social media platforms and even on magazines, and even some of my poems have been published in Bangladesh newspapers as well. I'm very much thankful to all the people who helped me to reach this status. Thank you. Okay, I simply want to say that poetry means to convey an idea or emotion in a beautiful language. And according to me, poetry means to create mental images about a thing, about an idea, or about an event, then to give voice to your feelings through your words. And it is something that when you are alone, someone there's a mind, an idea suddenly strikes you, then those ideas may be of profound nature when they touch you, and you come with a poem that's like this.
If I say poetry is the reflection of one's life, do you agree? Can you state an example?
Indeed, poetry is a reflection of life. What do we see in our day-to-day lives, what we observe around us, what we see around us, then we give vent to our feelings, because we have collected so much stuff around us. Our We are feeling a kind of sensation inside, then your voice, I mean to say, you give voice to your feelings then.
Which poets have inspired you?
I mean, there are so many poets that have impressed me of classical literature, like Shakespeare, Milton, and John Donne as well. They have much influence over me. I have read many poems of Shakespeare and Wordsworth, John Donne, Milton, Keats. These are the poets who have left great imprints on my psyche. And here in, I also read the great poets of East, like Allahumma Iqbal, the greatest poet ever born in the East, and then Mir Taqi Mir, as well as Momin Khan Momin. These are some of my poets whom I love to read.
What's your opinion about the contemporary poets?
poets. Okay, I've seen thousands of poets writing over there in these days. It is on social media platforms, even on Facebook and Twitter and the other social media platforms. And there are many other apps where the people write them. But most of the time, I see a drudgery kind of poetry is going on, and sometimes I myself feel what we are writing. I mean, even I have seen the people are just like writing sentences in a different way. I don't think I myself sometimes whether I'm writing good poetry or not, but most of the people I've seen around me, they are not writing the way the poetry deserves, because it's a different kind of genre we people must bear in mind. Okay, I do suggest to them just to read deeply and try to create a thought, because we cannot say poetry is not written. Sometimes it is just something inside that comes from your mind, and this comes from your heart. I mean to say, and then you give voice to your thought through your words. Okay.
How do you see the various poetic groups in many different sites?
There are different poetry sites where people write and express their emotions. This is a good way, and people should write it. But in current times, people do not have that much time of time that they will read every stuff around, because there are very much. Kind of poetry that people do not want to read, because there are a few poets among hundreds. I mean to say, three among hundred, so which are best worth to read, and I do suggest them keep writing. One day they will be good as well. Um, Thank you about this.
Do you think the networks can help in the new writers and poets?
So, indeed, networking is helping people around the globe to meet and to express their views, because I have taken part in many webinars around. I have seen people share their ideas, their feelings. This is a good thing that we meet people around the world and understand their culture, their way of living, and their bunch of ideas as well, and we love them.
And now, finalizing our interview moment, could you recite one of your poems for all of us here?
I'm very much thankful you given me a chance to cite one of my poems. This is the poem that is about my area. As I already told you, that I'm residing somewhere in Kashmir, a very far-flung area, and it is lack of availability of different health amenities, I mean to say. And here a woman gives birth, a very poor woman gives birth to a dead child on the road, because she was not then entertained to go in the hospital and to get operation, because perhaps I have heard then that the doctors inside, and they were perhaps reluctant, or they did not give her a chance to get inside the hospital to have her operation. And this is what I have observed. Then that very situation came on social media platforms, where the people criticized her, and then this the way as idea struck me. Then I wrote this very poem in not more than within an hour. So that's the poem I'm going to recite in front of you. Is the lament of an unfortunate father. An LD hospital, the lament of unfortunate father. Thank you. Now I will start my poem. It was a silent world. The wicked snow had turned so hard. My angel, inside her mother's womb, was solacing me. Baba, do not weep. Allah is with us. I was only reminding the ugly beast who yelled at us. You ragged Gujar, bear, get lost. She, my wife, was crying with labor pain. My eyes had drenched in tears, like the Ganges was gushing at me, the only hope that I had then. Baba, I am okay. Please do not weep. I will accompany you to the beautiful hilly landscape in the coming summer with our flock. The sicker had turned so deadly. The frozen ceilings, the branches, and the twigs were wailing with me, were as lonely as the cloud. Her heart-rending screams and those closed doors. As we were the aliens of other planet, had turned deaf ears. My screams, oh God, is there no one to help us? And she delivered, a motionless child, as cold as ice, as beautiful as Lucy, as was saying to me, Baba, it is so cold. I will sleep. I will sleep. I'll be waiting you in the garden of paradise, where we will have flocks of sheep. And oh, I found myself on that tyrant road with the body of my wife and the corpse of my angel. This poem has been narrated the father of that very girl who died, and this is the pathetic tale of a father who encounters with such situation. And thank you so much for having me on this channel, and love you all, and I hope that we will meet again. Thank you so much.
Wow, that's great. Dear poet, I'm thankful for your presence today. Hope you have enjoyed it too. And you guys, you know, we have a meet on the next Sunday. Okay? See you there.